Adaman, Adahim, La ilaha illallah, Muhammadur Rasulullah, Iyaka na'budu, or Iyaka nasta'in. I hope y'all enjoyed y'all's day. Tried to make the best out of y'all's day. Um, I hope you learned something today. You should be learning something every day. Or you learn something whether you want to or you don't. You know, you are like receivers. You're always picking up signals if you can pay attention. Uh, or even as little children, uh, the people learning. I can tell like you got good parents, or if you've been around like somebody with morals, the little kids act good. And I can tell right away when the little children been around bad parents and got bad morals, because you see the little children hollering, acting out, doing crazy things. I wonder who they get that from. It ain't something they just do on their own. They received a bad signal. For y'all brothers and sisters who made it to a certain age and you got some type of sense, you was blessed and paid attention. And the people around you was paying attention. It's very unfortunate that many people who not paying attention. Or they leave it all in God's hands. You know what I mean? And they don't even know God. Most of them talk God, but they worship Satan. Or, you know what I mean? Your life works. Details. Like your life is an example. It's a testament. Right. As far as this and that. But anyway, yeah. Every day you should be learning something. You don't know what to know who you are and whose you are. That's supreme. You hear me? And also to know who the enemy is, because you must be able to identify him. The Bible says your enemy, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion, seeking someone to devour. What? Do you know how to identify him? Alright, which way he come? You know what I mean? The dude, he come any type of way he can come. Word. He ain't just in the Caucasian dude. Word. He come at you through your friends, family, whatever. He can come at you through. Pay attention, my brothers and my sisters. Jesus had 12 disciples with him. Judas, Satan entered Judas. Who was Judas? Judas was somebody that Jesus had close to him. Watch the people around you. Word. I keep a very keen eye on who around me. Look to my left, look to my right. Ain't nobody around my ass. That ain't supposed to be. Word, believe that. Yeah, I know people who I've known for a long time. I wouldn't trust their ass if my life was on it. What you talking about? Word. It's strangers who I can trust. Better than people who you know. Word. They ain't got no intentions on you. They don't know you. Word. You know what I mean? And it's sad that we in a world like that too. But Jesus was betrayed by Judas. That was somebody close to him. You know what I mean? The people around you, you must be able to identify the devil when he's prowling around. If you can't do this, when stuff happens, this and that, my brother, my sister, I'm sorry, man. A lot of y'all victims of circumstance. Y'all been around people who don't got y'all best interests at heart. If I got a wife and I give my wife crack to smoke, you think I love my wife? If I don't love my wife, you think I give a damn about you? Sad to say, as many people what I just now said live a life like that. Or vice versa. If I got a wife, let's say I got children. If I got a wife and I give my wife crack or heroin just to keep her occupied, to control her mind because I know she ain't functioning as she ought to be functioning, I'm a messed up individual. To let you even think it's okay to do that. I'm a messed up individual. If my heart don't break and I don't care for you. If I don't love my wife, I knew my wife before my kids. How much more you think I love my kids? You don't give a damn about your kids. You don't deserve kids. Be honest with you. But how did I get there? To know something, know who you are, whose you are. Yeah, you must be able to identify the devil. Alright? So you can stay away from that bastard. Whenever you come around, the dude probably when you come around, call, text, knock, hi, bye, get the hell on. Satan, get behind me. Or weirdo. You want to know who you are and whose you are. To know who you are is supreme. My brother, my sister, the moment you know who you are and you find your identity in your maker, you ain't gonna need nothing or no one. And I hope my Father God blesses many people as can to get their dome straight. And that's only gonna be a credit to the Lord. It ain't gonna be none of y'all silly ass people. It was in God's hands. And may God, my Father, Allah, do reach down as he appalled that there ain't no one to help around. But I'm reading Message to the Black Man by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad in America. You know? Y'all younger brothers and sisters, pay attention. Surround yourself with something that's going to help you get up and get out. You know what I mean? If the people around you not getting up and getting out, how far you think you going? You know what I mean? Or unless you want to this and that, but that's something to keep in mind, man. Pay attention. Many people don't pay attention. Growing up as a young man, I learned who to hang around, who not to hang around. I learned who to pay attention to, who not to pay attention to. It ain't many people who around me that I pay attention to. What? You know what I mean? Not word. Hell no. Well, I don't want to be like an idiot. Word. You see how people, you know what I mean? You got a few people who come around that you pay attention to, and they will leave footnotes on the road. Like, you know what I mean? Pay attention, man. Because a lot of stuff when something happens, you've been warned before something happened. You won't pay no attention. Alright? But Message to the Black Man by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, page 161, the title called Program and Position. What do the Muslims want? This is the questions asked most frequently by both the whites and blacks. The answers to the question I shall state as simple as possible. We want freedom. We want a full and complete freedom. We want justice, equal justice under the law. We want justice applied equally to all, regardless of creed, class, or color. We want equality of opportunity. We want equal membership in society with the best in civilized society. We want our people in America whose parents or grandparents were descendants from slaves to be allowed to establish a separate state or territory of their own, either on this continent or elsewhere. We believe that our former slave masters are obligated to provide such land, and that the area must be fertile and minerally rich. We believe that our former slave masters are obligated to maintain and supply our needs in this separate territory for the next 20 or 25 years until we are able to produce and supply our own needs. Since we cannot get along with them in peace and equality after giving them 400 years of our sweat and blood and receiving in return some of the worst treatment human beings have ever experienced, we believe our contributions to this land and the suffering forced upon us by white America justifies our demand for complete separation in a state or territory of our own. We want freedom for all believers of Islam, now held in federal prisons. We want freedom for all black men and women under the death sentence in numerous prisons in the North, as well as the South. We want every black man and woman to have the freedom to accept or reject being separated from the slave masters' children and establish a land of their own. We know that the above plan for the solution of the black and white conflict is the best and only answer to the problem between two people. We want an immediate end to the police brutality and mob attacks against the so-called Negro throughout the United States. We believe that the federal government should intercede to see that black men and women tried in white courts receive justice in accordance with the laws of the land, or allow us to build a new nation for ourselves dedicated to justice, freedom, and liberty. As long as we are not allowed to establish a state or territory of our own, we demand not only equal justice under the laws of the United States, but equal employment opportunities. Now, we do not believe that after 400 years of free or nearly free labor, sweat, and blood, which has helped America become rich and powerful, so many thousands of black people should have to subsist on relief or charity or live in poor houses. We want the government of the United States to exempt our people from all taxation as long as we are deprived of equal justice under the laws of the land. Right. We want equal education, but separate schools up to 16 for boys and 18 for girls, on the condition that the girls be sent to women's colleges and universities. We want all black children educated, taught, and trained by their own teacher. Under such school system, we believe we will make a better nation of people. The United States government should provide free all necessity textbooks and equipment, schools and college buildings. The Muslim teachers shall be left free to teach and train their people in the way of righteousness, decency, and self-respect. We believe that intermarriage or race mixing should be prohibited. We want the religion of Islam taught without hindrance or suppression. These are some of the things that we, the Muslims, want for our people in North America. We believe in the one God, whose proper name is Allah. If you wish to call him Jehovah, go ahead. If you wish to call him the Lord God, go ahead. If you wish to call him the Lord of the earth, the heavens, and the universe, and all who dwell in them, go ahead. These are his names. Don't be lost nor confused, my brothers, when you hear the name Allah. When you think about Muslim, you think these people worshiping a different God. No, they're actually worshiping God in the right manner. Right? Because a lot of things that we taught in Christianity, this and that, why you think you out here smoking? Why you think you drunk, you high, and you can't use what you know? Look at your mom and your grandma. They couldn't do nothing, could they? Nah. They still talking the same talk they've been talking for the last 5, 10, 15 years. While you out here struggling, what can they do for you? I don't pray for you. That's all they could do is pray for your ass. And their prayers not getting through. But the prayer of a righteous person is powerful and effective. Don't forget, don't ever think that prayer don't work, because prayer do work. Prayer is a powerful thing indeed. If the person is in a position and a prayer can get through, prayer is a powerful tool indeed. Word. Prayer is very, very strong. That's one thing about it. The prayer of a righteous person, not a wicked person, the prayer of a righteous person is powerful and effective. But these people, That's all they do. Seem like it's pray, pray. And your prayers obviously not working. You messed up. Mentally you messed up. Physically you messed up. Your ass can't even walk from point A to point B. You can't even get out and get the movie. Spiritually, forget about it. Forget about it. Mugs out of it. But it is some good Christian. It is some strong Christian. Shout out to Brother Chuck Smith from Costa Mesa, California. All right, it's a lot of good Christian brothers that I can name. It ain't many. A lot of these people I don't know. Like, they not around either. They up and moving. They not, you know what I mean? These, right, they're not with the program like the rest of these people. You know what I mean? It is some good Christians. And you got a whole bunch of, whack weak ones. They don't follow Christ. You don't know who to follow. You know what I mean? Right, you don't know who to follow. That's what got your ass in the condition you in. Right? We believe in one God. Look at the kid, I'm 31. People think I'm 18. I'm 31. People think I'm 18. You don't see me calling or this and that. When I go to people, I got something to bring. I don't just go and look stupid. What you doing? Nothing. Y'all some nothing ass people. You know what I mean? We believe in one God, whose proper name is Allah. We believe in the Holy Quran and in the scriptures of all the prophets of God. We believe in the truth of the Bible, but we believe that it has been tampered with and must be reinterpreted so that mankind will not be snared by the falsehoods that have been added to it. Or it's a certified fact that the people tampered with the Bible. 100%. It was in the year like 313 or something, like it was a council of what the hell that council was. Where is that place at? It was some place, they had a council, bro, like what books to add to the Bible. Which one should go in, which one shouldn't go in. You know what I mean? Like, word. You know what I mean? And they definitely this and that. We believe in Allah. We believe in Allah's prophets and the scriptures they brought to the people. We believe in the resurrection of the dead, not in physical resurrection, but mental resurrection. I believe also in physical resurrection. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad was a man who he dealt with reality. Y'all ain't never seen nobody walk up out the grave. That's real. You ain't never seen that happen like that. It's 2025. 2,000 years ago, the people that was in the grave are still in the grave. 4,000 years ago, the people that was in the grave are still in the grave. 6,000 years ago, when Adam and them was around, they died and they still in the grave. But God is the author of life and death. There are a few people who rose from the dead, but we don't see this happen all the time. Jesus got up from the dead. Lazarus got up from the dead. What's that dude's name? Eli. He didn't taste that. Enoch, the seventh from Adam. The Lord took him up to heaven. Elijah was caught up to heaven in a whirlwind. I believe this. The Honorable Elijah, I would have never stopped him when he was, if he was speaking, like giving a lecture. You know what I mean? But even the Holy Quran, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said he didn't believe in physical resurrection, but mental resurrection. Word. But and mental resurrection is a true meaning too. Like where, because the people are mentally dead. You know what I mean? Word. He looking at it from a true point of view, as far as reality. You know what I mean? Like what? That's what you mean, because he speak a lot sometimes about people. Y'all stop thinking that y'all gonna get up from the grave or something. Word. That kind of would have blew me if I ain't really know what I know. You see how just now I got my opinion, and like I don't agree with what he said right here. It's probably out of everything that I read, it's probably one or two things that I might not fully agree with. That's because he didn't understand all the way. But nevertheless, this brother's blessed. Word. You know what I mean? It might be one or two things the brother say that might not fully make a lot of sense. But do make a whole lot of sense. You telling me you a discredited man because it's one or two things you might not fully agree with? But if you look at the brother's life, what he did, who he helped, the people he rose up, Malcolm X, Muhammad Ali, Minister Louis Farrakhan, and these, you don't, righteous can't produce, wickedness don't produce righteous. Who have y'all been around and taught that shook the world? All y'all know Malcolm X. All y'all know Malcolm X. Elijah Muhammad was his teacher. If there is any silly Negro who will quote Malcolm X and think that's a good brother, Elijah Muhammad was his teacher. Before he was Malcolm X, he was Malcolm Little. You know who Malcolm Little was? He was a pimp, a hustler. Just like many of us. Mark. We believe in the resurrection of the dead, not in physical resurrection, but mental resurrection. I'm about to read. I was going to say what? It's something that I went right here. Even the Holy Quran says, the Holy Quran, chapter 2, verse 28, how can you deny God? You are lifeless, and we gave you life. Then he will cause you to die, and again, bring you to life. Word. I would have never stopped the Honorable Elijah Muhammad if he was speaking, and like, if he was giving a sermon, or I wouldn't even put him to the side and try to correct him. You know what I mean? Well, it like I just read one day this and then be like, what you think about this? But I wouldn't try to correct him. You know what I mean? Like, where that'd be kind of rude. I get my opinion out there, same way he gave out his opinion, and see what he said. But I still follow. And to Allah alone do I submit and seek refuge. The Holy Quran, chapter 2, verses 154, say, never say that those martyred in the cause of God are dead. In fact, they are alive, but you do not perceive it. And again, the Holy Quran, chapter 36, verses 78 through 79 say, do people not see that we have created them from a sperm drop? Then behold, they openly challenge us, and they argue with us, forgetting they were created, saying, who will give life to decayed bones? Say, O prophet, they will be revived by the one who produced them in the first time, for he has perfect knowledge of every created being. Word. So y'all gonna come back to life. Word. The Bible and the Holy Quran tells you this. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, he said it was I can't think of when it was. It was in 86 or 1986 or 1988. I was born 94. It was in 1986 or 1988. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan talked about how he was taken up. He was in a dream. Is whether he was in a dream or in a vision. And he said he was in Topos land. Word. Topos land's over there in Mexico, somewhere in that area. He said he was on the side of a mountain, and he seen a beam. He seen a metal thing, an object. He seen the mother craft. It was a mini UFO. Where he said the mini UFO came to him. Him and brother Jabril and a few other people was with him in a dream, and he told brother Jabril, "Y'all come on." But there was a voice that came from the ship, not them, just you. So he went on. He said the ship took him up, went at an angle, and went to the mothership. This all in the vision. He said he was in Chicago when this happened, but he was in a vision into Postland. This 1988 or 86. How do you know? I listen very, very well, as you can tell. And he said when he went up on the mothership, there was like a speaker in the ship. And the voice that was speaking to him was the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. He said the Honorable Elijah Muhammad told him that the president has planned. He said that the president has planned a war. Minister Farrakhan didn't say. Mr. Farrakhan said that Elijah Muhammad didn't say which president. He said the president. Where? The president, current term. Every 4 years you got a president. The president. He said what the Honorable Elijah Muhammad told him was an effect from Reagan all the way up to the present day. Yeah, where from Bush. Yeah, George Bush. I'm sorry. Yeah, it was George Bush that he said the time was in. How did I get here? Why am I talking about this? Oh, yeah, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said many, many times, I don't represent no dead man. He represented Elijah Muhammad. Elijah Muhammad not dead. What? Alright. Y'all believe Jesus not dead, right? Alive and breathing well. Alright. And many other people are alive and breathing well. Physically, their body might be in the grave. You might gotta go double check. Physically, their body might be in the grave. It's a big possibility. But they alive and breathing well. Guarantee you that. Word. Can I explain that to you like I want? Truthfully? No. Even if I did explain it, you probably wouldn't understand it. If you believe what I just now said, then the rest should fill itself in. The Holy Quran 81 verse 8 through 9 say, that's for another jump, but it line up for that too though. A jump for like people who, for y'all who did abortion. Anyone of y'all ever did abortion or something? If you did and you wasn't really aware, your sin could be atoned for. But if any one of y'all like ever killed y'all child, like that is murder. Even if it's a fetus, it was alive. Like word, I ain't trying to guilt trip you or whatever. I'm just saying, because there's a verse in the Holy Quran that say that the babies that died, they're gonna be like talking to y'all when y'all get to the other side. And like they're gonna ask y'all. You know, the Lord gonna bring in the judgment, everything that go on. The little children that y'all never really got to meet, they gonna, what did I do to deserve this? That's what the junk say in the Holy Quran. Holy Quran chapter 81 say, when the sun is put out, and when the stars fall down, and when the mountains are blown away, and when pregnant camels are left untended, and when wild beasts are gathered together, and when the seas are set on fire, and when the souls and their bodies are paired once more, and when their souls, and when the souls and their bodies are paired once more. I told you I'm a spirit. You a spirit, but I'm in a physical body. Let me die. I'm gone. My body in the ground, but I'm gone. Word. You see what I'm saying? My body's still right there though. That's just a shell. You ever see a crab take off his shell? You think that's just a shell, bro? You know what I mean? You gotta put on, there's a new shell you gotta put on. But anyway, and when baby girls buried alive are asked for what crime they were put to death, for what crime they were put to death, and when the records of deeds are laid open, and when the sky is stripped away, and when the hellfire is fiercely flared up, and when paradise is brought near, on that day, each soul will know what deeds it has brought along. If you can't see clearly right now, one day God Almighty gonna let you see very, very clear. Hopefully you're on the right track, you're on the right side of the spectrum. Because you can't argue, lie, I didn't know. You can't say it to him. If that's what you're banking on, word. I wouldn't bet with you. You know what I mean? I'm a betting person. Word. I got I'm a gambling son of a gun. I got 4, 5, 6 tattooed on my arm. See, look. And I still do got some dice around somewhere. But I ain't gambling though. I just keep dice on. I still like to shake them and roll them from time to time. I'll be doing that all the time. I ain't shot dice in about, I don't know, it's been a few years. Anybody know me? You know I like to shoot dice. But gambling not good though. I ain't did that in like a few years. But I still keep some dice on. Alright. Believe it. But anyway. Highlight here. Oh yeah. We believe that the so-called Negroes are most in need of mental resurrection. Word, 100%, man. Young brother, young sister, like that's the thing right now. People mentally dead, and there's a lot of stuff around. Like, you want to pay attention, man. You ever heard the phrase like a mind a terrible thing to waste? And many people rather they lose hope or get messing with this or messing with that. It's a lot of stuff, bro, that you shouldn't be. It's a lot of stuff that kill the mind. You know what I mean? Therefore, they will be resurrected first. Furthermore, we believe we are the people of God's choice, as it has been written that God would choose the rejected and the despised. Right. We can find no other persons fitting this description. In these last days, more than the so-called Negroes in America, we believe in the resurrection of the righteous. We further believe in the judgment. We believe this first judgment will take place as God revealed in America. We believe this is a time in history for the separation of the so-called Negroes and the so-called white Americans. We believe the black man should be freed in name as well as in we believe the black man should be freed in name as well as in fact. Oh, like to actually be free as in freedom or free in name. It is something special about changing your name. Why did God change Abram to Abraham, Sarah to Sarah, Jacob to Israel, Simon to Peter? You know what I mean? Well, it's something special about the Lord changing the name. You know what I mean? Um, uh, the simple fact, the name alone, they know this. The name alone is power to set you free. Y'all see me when I go back? There's people who still call me Devontae, this and that. I ain't tripping. You call me whatever you want to call me, if you this and that. I know who I am, though. I'm Rashad Israel Elijah Muhammad. Word. This guy y'all looking at? Word. Rashad Israel Elijah Muhammad. I ain't Devontae Farmer, some dumbass nigga who come from some dumbass people who slow as hell. Nah. As you can see, you keep on thinking otherwise. You know? By this, we mean that he should be freed from names imposed upon him by his former slave masters. Names which identified him as being a slave of a slave master. We believe that we believe that if we are free indeed, we should go in our own people's names, the black peoples of the earth. We believe in justice for all, whether in God or not. We believe as others that we are due equal justice as human beings. We believe, it blows me sometimes when man, I get so irritated and frustrated when I see somebody don't got a chance as they are. It's one thing. Many of us, we ain't got a great chance at making out the whole. But it's a whole nother thing when y'all manipulate. You masquerade and manipulation is the biggest word. When you manipulate your people to be just like you, may God, I ain't gonna ask him to have mercy on your soul. I'll be lying if I say may God have mercy on you. You go where the hell you going to. Word. I hope you get there faster than the people you manipulate. Fast. I pray that. May every mountain that's in the way go throw itself in the sea. May every mulberry tree that's not bearing fruit be uprooted and planted in the sea. Word. You see what I'm saying? May every negative evil deed to you flee from here. Word. And from the people. And Allah heal the people's bodies. Word. Those mentally, physically, and spiritually who truly unjust. A lot of y'all, you put yourself in a situation. As one thing, you put yourself there. You deal with your own, accept your own responsibility. It's a whole other thing when you put the people there with you. Now you really messed up. Your ass really messed up on a big scale. Word. You know what I mean? And may you get as you gave out. Alright. That's self-explanatory. As you give, you're gonna give out. As you do to others what you want done to you. You set yourself up. Some of y'all do it to your own damn people. You know what I mean? That's super tough right there, bro. That's super tough. But that jump burn me up when I see people who don't got a fair chance. I think about the people younger than me, man. It blows me that they wasn't grounded and surrounded as they ought to, man. Because I know, Lord, people had a part in manipulating. You know what I mean? They do. They people still try to do that dumb crap to me, try to get next to me. Get the hell on. What the hell wrong with you, man? I'm ready to snap out. The Bible says, live peaceably with all people as far as it depends on you. You know what I mean? If I can try to be on level ground, cool. But in actuality, it ain't nothing level ground about Muslim. Y'all fake as hell. You know, you off like a mug. You know what I mean? You ain't treat your people right. You know what I mean? And God already whooping y'all asses for a lot of that. You know what I mean? I try to do my part and try to be respectful and humble as I can. But truth of the matter, I feel like Jesus when he went to the church, when he drove a court, when he made a court and drove their asses out. Word, bro. If it was not for the fact I ain't want to be like the people, I would stoop to their level and do them worse. I ain't gonna flex you, bro. But I ain't like that. I got the truth to admit that confirmation. If I wasn't trying to be as I be, deep down in my heart, let's say if I know some people who I know holding them down, bro, I promise in my heart, I ain't worried about jail. I gotta die one day. I ain't worried about jail. To free y'all, I'm willing to go this far to free y'all. If I knew, as I know right now, that people manipulating y'all and they don't give y'all the right stuff y'all need to move forward, man, I'll blow their damn head off fast. That's what I really want to do. That's to the evil, wicked people. What you talking about? You don't feel that way? Y'all live with the enemy. You cater to the enemy. You be nice to the enemy. You welcome the enemy. 1 John chapter 2. I'm reading from the word. I got books all around me, bro. You know what I mean? I ain't like the word, but I don't welcome these people. Bad enough, even gotta go, you know what I mean? Be around. Be feeling weird. Because I feel you can sense stuff when something not right with people, bro. Word. These people not right. But God know how to fix that. One thing about it, I ain't gotta lift my hand. I said what I would do. You don't see me in the newspaper. Yes and that. That's how far I'm willing to go and would go. Especially for the people I care about, bro. Sad to say. But I know God say, do not repay evil for evil, but save room for him. He gon', on the contrary, he gonna repay. And when you can't take him to jail, God get the whooping on your ass. You can't take him to jail, lock him up, or say anything to him, can you? Can't do nothing about it, can you? Not a damn thing. Word. Not a damn thing. I'm just gonna let the Lord do that. Word. I be feeling like taking them to my hand sometimes. Like, nah, you ain't gotta do that. You ain't gotta stoop down to them people. If I ain't have a holy fear of God, word, bro, I really would let y'all give a. That's to the people who I know on some wild crap, bro. Especially manipulating, bro. That's how I feel in my heart. You don't feel that way when you see people being mistreated, when they don't got a fair chance. Not even a fair chance, just a chance. Just a chance. The Bible say in Matthew 23, these people, they shut the kingdom of heavens in people's faces and don't let them get in because they themselves not getting in. Bro, I can't stand these people. Anybody who like that, I wish God wipe you out today, tonight. Word, what you talking about? Know what I mean? I don't welcome you. Y'all weird ass people. 2 John verses 7 through 11 say 2 John verses 11 say anyone who welcomes them shares in their wicked work. These wicked evil people. If you welcome them, try to be friends with them, you share and you don't think I don't know that? Think I'm with you. Crazy as hell. I see how y'all do your own people. You let them be cracked out and let them be this and that. To hell with you. Literally. You seek refuge in your damn. What y'all trust in? Y'all trust in the hospitals and stuff. They gonna get you up out of here even faster. You know what I mean? But let me stick to this before I get to running off script. Well, I'm on script. Script is scripture. Scripture, this thing is wrote that's going to take place in the beginning. That's going to take place in the future. Alright. It's already wrote down. You know what I mean? Can't stand these damn evil, wicked bastards. Alright. Damn sure hope God get rid of you tonight. Tonight. The hell? Tonight. Alright. That junk burn me up, bro. Cause I know young people out here suffer. You know what I mean? They never had a chance. And what God put in their life, they try to separate. What God put in their life, they try to separate. Man, you get separated as you try to separate. You evil, wicked bastard. Man. You don't feel that way? I do. One thing about me, you ain't gotta worry about how I feel. You gonna know. Many of these people, I don't mess with these people. They fake as hell. We believe in justice for all, whether in God or not. I don't care if people don't even believe in what I believe in. I still don't want to see them being mistreated. Some of these damn people, if they not on your page or don't agree with you, you don't give a damn about them. Ain't that how y'all feel? It's all about you, ain't it? You don't see nobody else or nothing else, do you? Let me calm down. The Lord gonna deal with y'all very soon. Very soon. But I ain't gonna know about it. But I know about it. You know what I mean? Right. We believe as others that we are due equal justice as human beings. I gotta calm down sometimes. I get snapped. I get the snap. I go 0 to 100. But one of the gifts of the spirit is self-control. As easy. It's one thing to be righteous anger. That's one thing. Human anger don't produce the righteousness that God desires, and I know this. That's why I don't feed into a whole bunch of bullcrap. Well, the Bible say be angry, but don't sin. You might get upset, but as easy as I get upset, I flip it over too. You know what I mean? And let it go. Because I know deep down on this and that, it ain't worth it. We do not believe, we believe as others that we are due equal justice as human beings. We believe in equality as a nation of equals. We do not believe that we are equal with our slave masters in the status of freed slaves. We recognize and respect American citizens as independent people, and we respect their laws which govern this nation. We believe that we believe that the offer of integration is hypocritical and is made by those who are trying to deceive the black peoples into believing that their 400-year-old open enemies of freedom, justice, and equality are all of a sudden their friends. Furthermore, we believe that such deception is intended to prevent black people from realizing that the time in history has arrived for the separation from the whites of this nation. If the white people are truthful about their professed friendship toward the so-called Negro, they can prove it by dividing up America with their slaves. We do not believe that America will ever be able to furnish enough jobs for her own millions of unemployed, in addition to jobs for the 20 million black people. We believe that we who declared ourselves to be righteous Muslims should not participate in wars which take the lives of humans. We do not believe this nation should force us to take part in such wars, for we have nothing to gain from it unless America agrees to give us the necessary territory wherein we may have something to fight for. We believe our women should be respected and protected as the women of other nationalities are respected and protected. We believe that Allah appeared in the person of Master W. Fard Muhammad, July 1930, the long-awaited Messiah of the Christians and the Mahdi of the Muslims. We believe further and lastly that Allah is God, and besides Him there is no God, and He will bring about a universal government of peace where we can live in peace together. I will keep going. It's still early. All right. But I'm gonna cut it right there. All right. Stop at page 164 in the middle, where the beginning of the next chapter pop up. Yeah. Y'all be blessed, my brothers and my sisters. And pay attention, man. If it's one brother or sister who I can't help by giving you something to know, pay attention, man. Because a lot of people make bad choices. Y'all choose to, you don't listen. Word. Told a young man years ago, stay away from them, bro. Stay away from them. Dude didn't listen. Me, I stay away from people. Even if I gotta go around, I ain't with your ass. You think I am? Nah. I try to help out. There's a lot of people who I try to help. They don't. A lot of people don't deserve the help that God offered them. To be honest with you. Right. That's 100% fact. A lot of people don't deserve that. One person did listen though. Younger dude. My dude working. It break my heart to see the difference. But I hope Allah fix that too. I know He can. It ain't gonna be no help from none of you. And watch when Allah do fix it. And if it don't get fixed, y'all will go before He go. That's confirmation right there. Y'all be blessed, my brothers and my sisters. And I'm gonna catch y'all again. Amen. Peace.